Training is a form of exercise that really incorporates or contributes to improved physical function. So it allows us our muscles to be stronger on a baseline level, which allows us to function and age better.
Strength training falls under the umbrella of resistance training, but the FIT principle still applies. It is still important to consider frequency, intensity, time, and type, but instead of the term type, we use the term volume. The volume makes reference to the total amount of training being conducted and is made up of the variables such as the number of sets, repetitions, load, speed, and recovery.
This piece of equipment is called a leg press. It also will work the quadriceps as we did with the squat machine. However, we'll also exercise the glutes more and the hamstrings. This one is seated, and the same principle with the hydraulic piston. Push out, put the feet in position here, and it's just a matter of pushing, relaxing, pushing out, back. Same thing as with that. Don't bring the knees together or flare them out. Keep the legs.
Weightlifting equipment is great. It's a standby, and it should be a regular part of your exercise routine. Three things is you got, most of them are always going to have an adjustable. So you want to put it to your height, okay? If you're tall, you're going to bump it up here. Second thing is you always just want to select a weight. You always want to start light, because based on the pulley systems, that'll really determine how much weight it's going to be. So each machine will be different. Just if you use weight at one gym, it may be totally different than the weight you used at another. So you always want to start pretty conservative, and plus it's a good way to warm up. And if you need to change the exercise, like right into superset, like a bicep curl, make sure it's locked into place. Spin the handle around, and then you can just start with the biceps again. You always want to keep your hands away from any moving parts. At your
the world leader in improving basketball athleticism. Alan Stein, I see you, baby.
Let's go! I'm headed for the top. Determination's the reason I'm never gonna stop. Smarter, faster, stronger, higher, jump to the top. Better players in better shape, solid as a rock. Focus and drive, build strength and endurance. StrongerT.com, that's my insurance. I'ma reach my goals. Strive for perfection is all I know. All I breathe, all I show. Strive for perfection is all I know. All I breathe, all I show. Faster, stronger, higher, here we go. Raise the bar, reach for the stars. Take it to the limit, I gotta go hard. Failure's not an option, don't know how to stop it. I'm in the zone and pop. Motivation is a thing deep down in your soul. You can never be lost, cause you're where to go. How to roll, what's the toll? What you need to do and what you know. Uh-oh, I'm getting faster. Uh-oh, I'm getting stronger. Uh-oh, I'm jumping higher. Uh-oh.
Overload techniques are only suitable for the conditioned, experienced lifter and should never be tried on beginner clients. Supersets, giant sets, pre-exhaustion, partials, eccentrics and pyramids are all examples of, and certainly not exclusive to, the different overload techniques. The risk of performing these techniques can actually outweigh the benefits, and even for the experienced lifter, it is something that needs to be carefully considered. All of the techniques capitalize on the sheer amount of intensity or volume being created when performed. The high intensity, which is normally in the form of load being manipulated, creates a strong neural, musculoskeletal and hormonal effect that does get results. The downside of training with these techniques is that they are incredibly demanding and require outstanding form. They will always produce large amounts of waste product, will cause severe DOMS, and may even make the client feel dizzy or nauseous. The practice of supersetting, however, is quite a common methodology for the regular weightlifter and personal trainer to use. Typically, supersetting is when 2 or more exercises are performed consecutively for the same muscle group without rest. For example, a squat into a leg press. The rationale behind this is that it creates more tension on the muscles, but from a different angle. It is also used to help get more volume of training into a session. Another supersetting variation is to superset the agonist-antagonist muscle groups. For example, a popular combination is a bench press into a bent over row.
Some exercises are easy to perform and place little stress on the joints of the body. Others can place the joints and muscles of the body in positions of excessive stress. Identifying dangerous actions and maximising safe, effective movement patterns will help keep your clients safe from harm and keep you in business. Let's look at 2 examples. Straight leg deadlifts are thought to target the hamstrings more effectively by getting more stretch onto the hamstrings at the bottom of the range of movement. However, a muscle at full stretch produces very little force, and though the stretching force is felt, it does not lead to an increase in muscle activation. A deadlift where the knees bend maintains the hamstrings at an optimal length to produce force. Also, the quads, hamstrings and glutes all act as a team to produce more force. The second example is behind the head lat pull down, which was thought by bodybuilders to isolate the latissimus dorsi. And though this is true in some respects, there is no way this exercise can be performed safely, as the neck must be pushed into flexion as the bar is pulled down behind the head. Behind the head lat pull down and behind the head shoulder press both stretch the ligaments of the glenohumeral joint, which can lead to long-term damage of the shoulder. A better option for behind the head lat pull down is to perform it in reverse grip, neutral grip and wide grip variations and pull the bar down in front of the face.